Hello, this is Catcat. I haven't made a video in about like 3 months because I was bored of YouTube and I still watched videos, but I didn't make anything. So I thought, why not just go back up and make something? And I have Normie right here. She's just sitting right there, ignoring me. And today I want to talk about Bendy, because as soon as I found out about it, then I thought I need to make a theory on this before Game theorist makes one. And today I'm planning to post this on the same day that they made one. And today they made one. And luckily, they didn't really do anything about the storyline, kind of like they did for FNAF. Well, I think I have the story, like the whole storyline of Bendy and the Ink Machine. I'm not using iMovie, which is what you would usually use for a video, because I just don't have it. This is an Apple computer, so I can't use it on here, and I don't even have it on here. So I can't show you pictures at all. Sorry about that, but I'm just gonna let you know I didn't make any. No, I'm just gonna start. So you see at the beginning of the game, like the first chapter, that you see a note that I forget totally what it says, but it says, like, in brief, it just tells you that you were a person who worked as in an animation studio that worked on the frames inside of it. Well, not, you just know you work in an animation studio, and your name is Henry, and you worked for a person named Joey Drew. Now, for whatever reason, we don't know, you might have quit, you might have got fired for whatever reason. I would consider, because the person wants you back and you haven't seen them for 30 years. Joey wants you back after 30 years just to go ahead and see something. Well, you get there, and like as you're walking through the studio, it looks really dark. I mean, not as like I turn off all the lights, but like creepy dark. Like you can see pentagrams everywhere. You can see things written in ink on the walls. And I'll get to that later. But what I think happened was that, because one of the sentences on the wall is "dreams do come true," and that, I think, kind of just tells the whole story on how how Bendy and Alice Angel and Boris were like born or made, and why they're that way. So I think, because the story seems like really anti-religious, considering that Joey seems to want to like make all of his coworkers, like, if you haven't like seen a Let's Play on the game, or if you haven't played the game, then I would recommend watching something on it or getting it. I don't have it, I watched other people play it, such as Markiplier and maybe Jacksepticeye, maybe, but mostly Markiplier. So you can see that written on the wall. Now I'm thinking, so when this is posted, the trailer for Chapter 3 has came out 2 weeks ago, but the game isn't released yet. Like, the third chapter isn't released yet. So all I can do is just say about the first 2 chapters. But the dreams do come true, and it being really religious with Joey Drew you going off to different or not, like voice recorders. And one person, I don't know like the name of the person, but yeah, I don't know the name of the person, but he's like, Joey Drew had to make us sacrifice like one item at our office or whatever that we cared about, and so it would please the gods. And he says that like, please the gods or whatever. But I think for the game being really religious, I think that dreams do come true. That what if Joey Drew really wanted this like thing to come true? Now I'm not going religion based, like the whole thing is Christian or like whatever based off of, because it basically deletes like every religion and goes off to death and all that stuff. But I think that at one point Joey Drew either like prayed to whatever god he worshipped, or maybe wished that his company would grow bigger and his characters would like come to life, as in like I want my company to come to life, as if it were bigger and better and more noticed. And I think that's possible, because mostly everybody does that. If you have a YouTube channel, people want a lot of subscribers, or if like you want a lot of followers or something like that, it's always you want more people to follow you on whatever site, Facebook or whatever. I'm sorry, I'm just spinning right now. But so I think that Joey Drew actually did that, and instead of it going to the god that he wanted, it went to the opposite. It went to like the devil or Satan or whatever. And he actually made it come true in the way that he would. He would actually make his wish come true, as in it wasn't sarcasm. Or not sarcasm, but just like it wasn't a play on words. Like, I want my company to come to life, as in I want it to be bigger, not for the characters like Bendy to come to life, which is why I think most of the characters are like devilish, or it's just Bendy and Sam Lawrence or whoever his name is. That person is actually not that person, but no, I'm getting off topic. But I think that he wished that, and it went to the devil, and he actually made it come true. But only Bendy. And he made Bendy come true inside the way that he is, like currently. And I think that either Bendy, like, so I've seen other theories, like, I'm not, just to see what other people thought about it, because I actually wanted to post this before, I haven't gotten to a chance to talk about it, and I've seen other theories about it. And one of them in particular is saying that what if Joey Drew died, or what if something bad happened to him. And I forget the certain one, but I think it's Joey Drew is dead. Or no, Bendy is Joey Drew. Now, I have a theory buster on that, because it seems as if when you get there, that Bendy actually sent you that postcard, as if it was Joey Drew who wrote it. And you can't say, oh, that's not their same handwriting. But you don't know that, because you never saw his handwriting. But also because you haven't seen this person for 30 years. You haven't gotten a postcard from him or whatever, a letter. You haven't seen his handwriting in 30 years. In a lifespan, like, if you look back when you're a 2-year-old or whenever you started to write, your handwriting gets better as you go on. So maybe you have no evidence that that's actually Bendy or that's actually Drew. Now in my case, I think it's actually Bendy. Why? Because if Joey Drew's Bendy, then how come he wouldn't know how to turn on the ink machine? You see, that makes no complete sense. Because it seems like Bendy would send